Hey guys, I'm the 50s Kid, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at Milwaukee's Generation 2 mid-torque impact ratchet. So let's get started. Here on the table we actually have Gen 1 of the mid-torque and Gen 2 of the mid-torque. Now, it definitely looks smaller and more compact. Let me tell you, it feels more powerful for sure. And it actually does feel lighter, and I confirm that it is lighter because I weighed them. Check this out, with battery and everything, same battery. Gen 1 is 2435 grams. Gen 2, 2334 grams. Basically 100 grams lighter. Doesn't sound like much, but it is. It feels much, much lighter. And like I said, it also feels more powerful. I have no idea if it really is, but that's just the way it seems. Yeah, great tool, super powerful. Now, when it comes to the mid-torque ratchet, it was true of the Gen 1. It is primarily designed for people who do suspensions all the time, who are maybe working on trucks, and just you need to do stuff underneath the car. That's really where this tool shines. The reason is because it's much, much lighter than the high torque ratchet. The high torque is amazing, and you need the high torque when you want to do a crank bolt or something like that. Really, that's the primary case where you need the high torque. This does almost everything else. It's not going to do every crank bolt out there. It might do some, particularly if you have those extra weighted sockets. It'll do some crank bolts for sure, depending on the car. But this is really like when you want to save your arm and you're working a lot under the car, and and you have to hold this thing up over your head sometimes. It's just, you want the mid-torque. It'll definitely do any wheel lug nut you throw at it, maybe not semi-trucks, but at home, if you have a car or a light duty truck, this thing is going to be just fine for you. I reach for this whenever I need a 1/2 inch impact. I rarely reach for the high torque except when I know I'm absolutely going to need it, like a crank bolt. That's the one exception right there. This thing is also shorter, so it gets in a couple places, much shorter than the first generation. Yeah, I really love it. Again, it feels more powerful. I can only you only have my word on that. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it definitely feels like it's a little more powerful. One thing I also like is they extended the rubber on the end of it, on the tips of it right here. So when you lay it down, it doesn't lay down on the painted surface here. That was one problem I always had with these previous designs, is I would scratch these up so fast. So I would always get a boot for these as fast as I could, because I would just end up scratching that paint before you know it. So I really love that in particular. It's not perfect. It doesn't always protect it. As you see, I don't have the boot for this one, so I am getting some marks on it. Something to consider. I would always get the boot. Always recommend that. I love the lights on the front. 3 powerful lights compared to this one sort of dinky light. These lights are much better. This is the best light design they have come out with yet. These triple lights like this. They should do that on every tool if they could. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. It's really just, it serves its purpose very, very well whenever I'm underneath the car and I need to get off larger bolts, whether it's suspension or frame members or what have you. I'm always reaching for the mid-torque. I've got a couple of clips I want to show you now of this thing in action. Let's take a look. And there you have it, Milwaukee's Generation 2 mid-torque ratchet. If you are interested, there will be links down in the description. Once again, I want to thank Milwaukee for sending this out to me to evaluate. I absolutely love it and highly recommend it. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm the 50s Kid. Thanks a lot for watching.